Welcome to What a Time to Be Alive, the only podcast counting down everything this week that made you say, what a time to be alive. And now, Patrick Monahan, Kath Barbadoro, and Eli Uden.
Folks, welcome to What a Time to Be Alive, the only podcast that counts down things each week that make you say a thing. That's the title of the podcast. I'm Patrick Monahan.
I'm Kath Barbadoro.
I'm Eli Uden. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, everyone.
What's up, everybody?
Hello.
I feel like I feel off my... I almost did the thing where I said hello before you started talking, Patty.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God. That's
I
a
like
sign
got
that
scared.
Kath's
It's a rough day
Just-
for Kath today so far.
I'm having a tough time today. Guys, we were supposed to have a great guest today, just a whopper of a guest. Very excited. Patty told his neighbors.
Burger King.
He was
Yeah.
coming on.
A whopper of a guest.
We were so excited.
It's going to
And,
be X-Ray
unfortunately-
from the BK Kids Club was coming on. See what he's been up to this whole time.
Still around.
I mean, surprising no one, X-Ray from the Burger King Kids Club does live in LA. We got in touch with his people, and I messed up the time zones. So, sorry everyone, it's just us today because I blew it. I blew it.
Yeah.
I said your time instead of our time.
Get her out.
It's done. It's done for
That's
me.
right.
Kath was using the Royal Your, and it
Yeah.
messed us up. The Royal Your, which is
Exactly.
Y-O-R-E. Your time. Kath
Yeah.
texts in Old English. It's an affectation she's picked up.
Do you want to record
and-
this in the past, in your time, in the times
Yeah.
of yore?
Yeah, I would love to. Throw it back a couple years. Well, the small nice thing about us not having a guest is that it's laundry day, and I am in a tight T-shirt today. Ooh, boy, this thing is cutting in.
Oh yeah, you got
Right in the
a
armpits.
2009 Williamsburg special on right now.
You gotta, it's just a shirt that I need to retire because it's shrunk over time, and it's getting now it's like cutting into my armpits. Like I'm wearing the goddamn holsters that he wears in Zodiac, the double the crossbody.
Mm-hmm.
It's like. It's
How long
a
are we
little tight,
talking?
but you know.
How long are we talking here? Like as far as how many? What's your shirt?
How many washes?
Because I mean,
Well,
I
I
have,
think
like-
I think I exist on a more dangerous, like precipice of shirt size than you do. I kind of exist in between sizes.
I'm talking about number of shirts. I'm talking about how long in between laundry that you're like on your last shirt. Because like there is no world in which in between laundry I would run out of t-shirts. You know what I
You
mean?
do.
Yeah, no.
It's possible you have like more T-shirts than anyone I know. I feel like I see a new one.
And it's
Often.
more than you think. And it's always more than you think.
No, you're right. The cycle is definitely like t-shirts can go for a long time. If it is graphed out, they would be repeating. I think I've done like 2 loads of laundry where I was washing like of the load, some of it was filled with like dog blankets and like other stuff, and then the t-shirts I can mix because I actually running out is kind of also weight has been changing, so I have a couple t-shirts that are also out of the rotation that
The second string.
and now it's like I accidentally clicked on one of those, like I wasn't even trying to, because I think there's that new thing on Instagram where if you like hold an ad with your thumb for more than a second, it full pops it. And it happened on one of those row ads, and now they're like sending me, I mean, they will not leave me alone.
If you do that, they also like
They're
send
sending
the
people to your house.
That's right. They send the
Yeah.
people from the ad to your home. They're going to be there soon.
Charles Barkley.
They knock on your door and they go, "What do you think? Huh?
Yeah.
Pretty nice."
Skinny Charles Barkley is knocking at my door. He won't.
They
leave me
make you
alone.
put on the
He's
fat
trying
guy
to talk to me.
t-shirt.
Yeah.
They
The
watch
old
you
true
put
classic.
it on. They hand it to you and they
Yeah.
won't leave until you
Pretty
put it
good,
on.
right?
And
All
then
right,
it
that'll
leads
be,
into other stuff too, because now they're like, now I'm marked in like some Instagram database as like interests being fat or whatever they have, and now they changed from like advertising me like ergonomic chairs to being like ergonomic chairs for the larger gentleman, and I'm like, all right,
Ooh.
man, I don't need like
Larger gentleman,
on.
a
The
gentleman
larger
of
gentleman.
stature.
I started like I fell into the I didn't order it directly, but I clicked on one of the things at some point for let's see, stuff for plantar fasciitis. So like various like implements you can buy.
fasciitis.
Planet
I'm going
fasciitis.
to
That's where I'm living
Planet
right
Fasciitis.
now. That's where I've been living for the past 6 months. And then so I get a lot of that stuff even now. And then the other thing was I've upgraded my lactate situation or lactase pill to like the
upgraded.
There's like a whole
ecosystem
now. I do.
Oh my god.
And
that French onion soup's got to be killing you. You got to
take
optimize the lactate.
You take the pills. It's no big deal. It's not clear. I talked to a gastroenterologist about it. I mentioned it, and I wish I could take it back because he was like, "Yeah, we don't really know if those do anything." And I was like, "They do something. They do because they do. So actually, they work. And do not like give me like the Wile E. Coyote looking down moment here of actually this is not having any effect and you can't eat pizza when you're out anymore unless you can run home."
Doctor just straight up being like, "You're on a placebo, by the way. I don't know if you know that."
Yeah, right.
Okay, cool, thanks.
But
that's a perfect analogy of what it is. The placebo effect is being Wile E. Coyote in midair, and if you look down, it's all over for you.
So there's like this ecosystem of like Instagram sort of styled, whatever. We created our own, and it has like, twice the amount of lactase as, in the same size pill as, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I saw they're really upping it, I guess. There's a fucking patch you can wear for for the day.
That's crazy.
Like instead of having it's like okay,
for when you
how
go to,
urgent
like,
is this
cheese?
need? Like what is going on here that this person?
When you go to like the cheese festival or something,
right?
you just,
like what?
Slap that on. What is your day-to-day life where you need a constant release?
A constant
like
drip,
a slow
an IV
drip,
drip,
like a Fent patch or something. Yeah, laying in a hospital bed so you can eat.
Put some nicotine in that thing. Cover all bases.
Yeah, just give it an all-in-one.
Completely
Give it a
insane.
nicotine, a caffeine, a lactase. Just go for
anyway,
it.
So I ordered that. I'll let you know how that goes. No, I did not order that. But that's sort of what I got going right now. But I was going to say on T-shirts, I have as of right now. I started taking the ones that I like. I'm getting rid of. Like I give them away to like either to get shredded or whatever for like fabric recycling or donate or whatever. But right now, I take a picture of everyone, so that's like my way of like instead of like I'm not going to make like a quilt or something.
Archiving, it can't be. You're 40, you can't have the T-shirt quilt.
The number I have right now is
archive of T-shirts.
This is just what's gone.
Who farted?
That's right.
So you can show your children someday.
This is what's gone, and this is what's gone that I wanted to take a picture of before I got rid of it. 116 is what's gone, and I have a lot more that I have to get rid of.
Jesus Christ.
So,
the thing that I respect about your collection, though, which is the problem that I often fall into, is you have lots and lots of T-shirts, but you have them in every color. My issue is I accidentally buy 900,000 black T-shirts, which like you can't be. You got to mix it up. I've been getting better about it, but like that, I think that's where you run into problems because it's like they're hard. You can't tell them apart in the drawer, and then they lose their specialness.
That is true.
I lay them out. I mean, all my T-shirts are black and white, but I might have a different display system. I'm imagining Patty having like a walk-in closet of T-shirts, and they're all rolled like you pull them out like when a rich character in a TV has like 10 watches, and it's like like basically like a long slide-out watch roll of different T-shirts.
That's totally what it's like. It's not at all like a bunch of piles everywhere. Don't worry. It's totally
a bunch of piles.
It's totally organized. I mean, like folded stacks, whatever. But yes, it's not like they're not in heaps.
T-shirts and gut flora. This podcast has it all.
That's right.
Your room looks like background from the Lorax book, except it's all T-shirts. It's just big, multicolored piles, Dr. Seuss style.
The bedroom is just like it's just like the Disney store where they had the plush pile of all the stuffed animals, but it's just my T-shirts. That's what it is.
You got to get the Hot Topic arrangement where you have like the display one and then the stack underneath.
Yeah,
you could do it by genre or something or color, maybe. I don't know. I think that'd be a good system.
Yeah, I mean, I got, by nature of my weird small apartment, I basically have a retail T-shirt display. Like I have just, you can see it behind me, but they have like, they're just stacked and I can pick them up. And you can see that second story. That's my T-shirt. That thing's usually filled to the brim. All my laundry cycles now my sock laundry cycles are devastated because Iggy keeps picking one sock to bring and hide in her crate, and so now no pairs are being washed ever. The whole cycle's fucked. I've always got one of each type.
It's the sock reserves are like an interesting. They just like they get depleted without. Like eventually you just run out. I feel. I'm not doing anything. I'm not leaving them anywhere, but they're gone. They go away. They run away into the laundromat or whatever.
And I try to, do the fun little socks. And I don't think for a man of like my age or whatever, but like a little athletic stripe on them. But then the problem is now they're not interchangeable anymore. Now they have to live with their fucking brother all the time. And I'm like, God, when they were all just fucking gray, it was perfect. It was easy. But I can't wear no-show socks, or the kids that are wearing big fat jeans are going to yell at me and make fun of me. So what am I to do?
You just make fun of them right back. Tell them they're wearing big fat jeans.
Make fun of them right back. You stupid assholes. Fuck you. It's not even good. Eat shit. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Stupid dicks.
The world you're gonna live in is even worse than the one you're living in now. So enjoy that.
Yeah.
I take my sock perspective from the brand name of the socks I buy. I'm going no nonsense. I don't get that nonsense out of here. I'm going black ankle, bought in bulk. Do not give me any of that novelty. Get it out of here. I don't need it. I don't want it. No thanks.
Yeah. And I went through a ton of I don't know what tale you spun for my absence last week, but I was helping my parents pack up old stuff, and so we were going through all these like childhood clothes of mine, and it's all stuff that it was basically like my mom in tears holding up something I don't ever remember wearing and being like, "Can we get rid of this?" And I'm like, "Probably. We could probably get rid of a tiny sweatshirt that apparently I was holding when I did something very formative for you, but I have no connection to it."
Did you find any gems? Any rare items?
I mean,
sapphire, ruby.
Yeah.
There was like clothes I get, but she'd also saved, and I think this is probably not that uncommon, but like Halloween costumes. So there's like a costume that I had where I was a red crayon, and it was like a shitty, cheap Halloween costume when, in 1994. And I was like, I think that's decayed into just some sort of bio waste at this point.
It's probably releasing like cancerous fumes at this point.
Yeah. It's one of those things where like the plastic is like sticky now, like that thing that happens over time. That's that classic feeling.
It's coated.
That we all love.
Yeah.
Yeah. Though I did confirm, I was like, I always kind of like just from pictures had an idea, and then actually going through, because like a remarkable amount of them, also a huge thing of Beanie Babies that are worth absolutely nothing. But going through my old clothes, I was like, okay, I did wear a crazy amount of turtlenecks. You were putting me in like a wild amount of turtlenecks. I sent you guys a picture of a baseball card. Dude, I sent you a picture of one of those like fake baseball cards from a baseball team I was on when I was 6 years old. And I'm wearing a turtleneck and I look like a fucking third base coach. I'm like, am I playing or am I just waving people home? But it was fun. They had measurements on there. Putting measurements on a card for a child is so good because it was like 4'9", 65 pounds. And I'm like, holy fuck.
Wow.
Tiny.
That's like a dog size. Mm-hmm. That's like a Westminster Kennel Club card.
Yeah, I was running around. I was doing the course.
Agility course.
Yeah, that's what I did as a kid. That was my extracurricular activities, was doing the Westminster dog
like
agility
the little
course.
Shrek.
Going through the tube. The little Shrek.
Oh, man,
a great video.
That little Shrek, man, he moves.
He's moving.
He's fast. It's almost impressive with how little his legs are. You'd think it would be slower, but hauling ass.
I saw like a video like from a club, and a DJ was using that as their like background visual, and it was really good.
Yeah. The DJ club, I have less than zero interest really of going to that sort of thing anymore, but I like the a lot of their like background stuff now is like a lot of it's Shelby coded. There's a lot of like memes and stuff on it, so it seems fun. But I got a huge misread from a friend. Very nice of him. Friend of the pod, Johnny Robides, like invited me and a group of people to something that had mandatory dancing listed on the invite, and I was like, Johnny, I will not be attending this. No, I thank you so much for the invite.
They kick you out if you're not dancing?
I suppose. Well, I would have found out if I went.
They kill you.
Who's the dance cops? That's a crazy
dance
job.
cops.
Do the dance cops have to dance?
Yeah,
they're kicking you out while they're boogieing.
Hey, get the fuck out of here! I'm dancing.
I mean, I do like to dance. I enjoy a place where dancing is encouraged in like a non-judgmental way, like a wedding or something like that. Like that's fun. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't think mandatory dancing sets the right vibe. You know? Yeah. I don't think I'm going to have fun dancing in a place where I'm not allowed to stop. It's
like
you got to move.
It did kill people.
Let the music
at one
move
point.
you.
Yeah,
It's true.
This has happened
It
in
did kill
history.
people.
And also,
Maybe
it's very
this-
like bad sci-fi book. Mandatory dancing. Whoa, Big Brother.
It's like, what if it's Footloose but opposite? It's the opposite Footloose. Hand
Foot
loose.
tight. What if it was
Foot
You're not,
tight.
allowed, you're not allowed to not dance.
Yeah.
Everything has to be dancing at all times. Think
Yeah.
about it.
But
My
yeah,
knee
maybe
is
that's what
pulp.
happened in the 1500s when all those people died from dancing.
What
The
was
dance
this?
song.
What was
Great
this?
song.
Where was
You
this
don't know
thing,
about
though?
this? It was
You
like
don't know the
in
dance marathons?
medieval
and the
Europe.
dance. There's like
it
a
was like
dance
a
craze.
mass hysteria thing where people danced for like days and days and days, and a bunch of people dropped dead of exhaustion. I'm gonna
They
say
couldn't just stop.
I'm gonna say I'm 90% sure it's real. I'm like pretty sure it's real.
I think it's pretty. I think there's like accounts that say it's real. They couldn't just stop. That was the whole thing because that
They
was
weren't, like,
that was
raising
why it
money
got in the
for
history
something?
books. If it was people
They
just
weren't doing
dancing
a
and then stopping,
fundraiser.
they wouldn't write it down. Yeah, and then
But
didn't
no, it was like a psychogenic like social contagion hysteria thing.
Man,
Patty's like,
I wouldn't
wouldn't happen to me.
imagine if
Wouldn't
those
have
people
caught
had
me with that
phones.
shit.
Yeah, I would simply have sat down. Hey, man, I'm pretty tired.
I'm tired.
I'm gonna stop
gonna-
going insane.
And then I feel
Sit
like
this one out and stop going insane for a minute.
yeah.
All right, thanks, guys.
And then I feel
We'll
like
see
there
ya.
was they didn't, that was like more on them for not stopping. But didn't like dance marathons have a thing where somebody sometimes somebody would die? It was like how they had to stop having those radio contests where someone held in their pee because that lady's bladder exploded.
Yeah. Hold your wee
Yeah.
for a wee,
You have to
etc.
drink 3 gallons of water or whatever, and then someone dies of
And like put your hand on a car. Do they still
Yeah.
do those? They shouldn't do those anymore.
Well, it's just
They
Mr.
probably-
Beast now. That's what
they're
Mr.
allowed.
Beast does.
Well, no, they're allowed. well, that's true.
That's true.
That's true.
It's become.
But they're
it's
also allowed now.
metastasized.
Yeah. They're, it's,
No
it's,
rules
it's
against
back.
it.
It's back now. It's actually They said it's okay now.
Oh, good.
The government said
Right.
everyone should do it now. So they're
For
actually
Well-
running that. That's how they're giving people like health insurance and stuff now. They're running stuff like that. So that's cool.
Put your hand on the hospital for the longest amount of time.
That's right.
And you get to come in.
And also the hospital is
Yeah.
physically hot for some reason. Like
Yeah.
we made it hot, so it hurts.
Hospital's
We
hot
heated
now.
it up in a cast iron and then let it sit. Now it's hot.
We have like
We're
a
baking
thing
the sick out.
reflecting sunlight onto it, so it's hot. It's a metal part of the building, so you have to stay on there.
Elon Musk designed an all stainless steel hospital. It gets really hot, and then all the ceilings fall down. Come check it out.
Sorry, do you not want humanity to be interplanetary, Eli? Is that you shouldn't make
I
fun
guess
of him.
I do.
He's
We
working
gotta
on it
get
really
out
hard.
there.
He's doing it,
Man,
working on it
imagine all
hard by
that dust up
complaining
there.
for day 7 about the casting of Odysseus, things that weren't even true. So that's cool.
He's hard at work. Who are we to question his methods?
Yeah.
Let's do number 5.
Let's do number 5.
Number 5.
Number 5 comes to us from False Flag Fajita in the Discord. This is a story about the government doing good stuff, as we were just discussing.
Hell yeah.
So there's a town in Georgia called Cohutta. Let me look up and see how big this town is. It's I don't believe it's very large. Population 764. It's in northern Georgia. And
30,000. It'd be funny if it was really big.
500,000 people, believe it or not. So the mayor of this town has very controversially, he's defunded the police, folks. He shut down the police force. He's, score one for the woke. Unfortunately, that is not what is happening. Apparently, he shut down the 10-person police department, terminated all 10 employees. A sign posted on the department's door announced the PD has been dissolved and all personnel have been terminated.
Get 'em
Directed
outta here.
residents to rely on the county sheriff's office for law enforcement. So no more local police. Got to go to the sheriff. And according to the people who have gotten fired, he fired them because they insulted his wife. So he said, "No more cops. You were mean to my wife on Facebook," which is everything in a small town is
fired.
It's happening on Facebook. That's where it's all going down. People are being mean to each other's wives.
That's right.
Well, apparently his wife used to be the town clerk, And, quote, officers raised concerns about her continued involvement in town operations, including access to personal and sensitive information after council records showed she had been removed from her position last year over allegations of creating a, quote, hostile work environment. So the whole town's corrupt, folks. She's married to the mayor. They're,
That's the
power
corrupt part,
couple.
is that your wife is married to the mayor, sir. How could you support this sort of corruption? Yeah. So
he said, quote, they'll get a paycheck. We're not that way, and I appreciate their service. Okay? It's time for a change. That was his quote. The mayor's quote. It's time for a change.
a little bit. I assume it'll be a final paycheck, right? Which is not really comforting. Yeah, so it does sound like sort of the wife has a huge influence, which is not great, over the entire town and its operations.
It's not really like answering the questions about your wife has too much power and then she persuades you to shut down the people saying that and they're fire all of them.
Well, now she here. Just like completely.
We assume.
Yeah, thumbs in suspenders level stuff here is the way that
They got to send Reacher. This is a Reacher situation.
This is definitely a
Reacher
Reacher situation.
Yeah.
Something's
like
going on.
Fargo.
Reacher's just got a
It's like the
whale
Fargo
on this
TV
guy.
show.
Yeah.
Reacher's
And
definitely making
sheriffs-
fun of him for being like whipped because of his wife,
Yeah.
for sure. That's
Sheriff's
part of it.
also bad. I guess ACAB includes sheriffs, but
Sheriffs are
there's
like
still
often
that-
kind of worse, I think. I think their like oversight is even less than regular cops.
Yeah, because they
from
get
what
the
I
badge.
understand.
Then they can, then they can do anything. They've got that special star badge, and it's, if TV and movies have shown me anything, that is pretty much carte blanche to basically run the town.
That
So,
badge is cool. A little star.
It's a cool badge.
It's pretty sick.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Apparently, this guy has since resigned, so he's out. Reacher got him.
Reacher got him. Wow. Okay. Yeah. This is from May 8th. So
Bye-bye.
He just yesterday, breaking news, exclusive breaking news from several news outlets that we are reinterpreting here. No, he saw a shadow the size of the entire town hall just sort of looming in the distance, and he realized the Reacher was coming, and he's like, I'm out of here.
A shadow the size of a dinner plate.
Yeah. Yeah. He heard the
Little Reacher.
ground sort of like vibrate. He felt the oncoming of Reacher's giant footsteps. Footsteps
I mean,
the
Now,
size
there's a
of dinner
show I'd
plates.
watch. Lil Reacher. Get Lil Reacher on TV.
He's doing the
There's something I'd like
agility
to see.
course. The little dog agility course. The
Put
little
Reacher on the
Reacher.
agility course. Large
killing it.
breed, extra large. Huge breed.
Yeah, Reacher's bounding. That's how I'd describe the way he's moving through that agility course. He's bounding.
Yeah. I also wish they'd said the size of this police force, because like they said, this
Details
is
10
a
people.
small town. And
10
then
people.
10 people. Okay.
Yeah.
So one per 300 people. There's a cop for every 30. What? I don't want to do math on.
There are
the
like
podcast.
700 people in the town. 700 to
Yeah.
800 people in the town.
A lot.
Yeah, so it's like
They
a cop
just
for each
post up.
college lecture, basically. Like big lecture
Right.
hall. Yeah, I mean, I feel like this guy probably got just they had a town hall or something and just got screamed at and called an asshole and motherfucked for 8 straight hours, and it's like, you're humiliating the town, you're ridiculous, get out of here, you old asshole, you've been the mayor for 12 years, enough. And he's like, oh well, all right, I guess you won't have me to kick around no more, I'll be whatever. Yeah, just
It is.
And
This
now
is
there's
kind
a
of a
power
feel-good
vacuum.
story because it's like you forget that actually works on some level. It doesn't work on
Yeah.
the national level, but it
It
can work
doesn't
in your
work
little
on-
town.
It doesn't work in most levels. I mean, most mayor, there was that mayor in Illinois who who refused to resign, who was what was it, Dolton, Illinois or something. I don't know. That was a big. But
What'd he
there's all
do?
these,
This is-
she was
how about
just
that,
like-
Kath? She
yeah.
was very corrupt.
Was exactly that's correct. She was spending a lot of money in ways that were questionable. So actually, but no,
equality, dirtbag equality.
But no, the idea that somebody could be like embarrassed into leaving, or or like
right.
Maybe they were able to just show him that like, or the idea of like a political process for removal of an executive, having some kind of teeth.
Imagine that.
They probably showed like, buddy, you know what I mean? Like nobody disagrees with this guy probably politically. It's more just like you gotta go. Like this management style.
Get out of here. Skedaddle.
To me, this is the difference between a mayor and a mayor. And a mayor is corrupt. That's when they're, when they're saying it like that, they're flexing some powers.
Mayor is like, especially I feel like mayor of a small town is like it's definitely an interesting type of guy or woman, but like it attracts an eccentric bunch, I think. A mayor of a town of 700 or so people.
It attracts people who like want to eat at the diner for free, and that was like what got them into it. And they're like, no, my pancakes are on the house forever. Put it on my tab, sort of thing.
Eli, I do like your idea though that there's now like a Game of Thrones style power vacuum in this town, and there's a scheming vizier trying to get in.
Chaos is a ladder.
Exactly.
Just saying, didn't work out so well in history, these power vacuums. You got to have a clear path of succession, which
It's
I guess
true.
is
His wife,
son.
actually. Weirdly enough, his wife is now the mayor.
Yeah,
Little
If
finger.
they have a
next in
kid,
line.
that kid has got to be a big problem. This the mayor plus the woman fired for a hostile work environment in a government office. How are you even like those sort of I don't remember exactly what her job was in the office, but it's like one of those things. It's like, man, you got a cushy government job. Why? Just clocking.
Don't make it hostile. If I had that job, I
just
simply
chill.
would not make it hostile.
Yeah, what the fuck? Just, rack up that pension and chill. You're good.
Just relax.
reason
Just
to-
play some Minecraft. No one's watching over your productivity.
Like-
You're a government employee. Do whatever
Yeah,
you want.
like hostile work environment, like connected to at a base level, like why do you give a shit about this job? Like, why are you giving that much of a shit?
That is how I have felt about office politics at every job I've ever had. Where I'm just like, I don't understand why you care this much about the things that happen here. Outside, like do your work, but like beyond that, I cannot imagine caring enough to like have intrigue at work.
Yeah.
I get it.
Just, I really want to have a meeting to talk about workflow. No, it's fine. we don't
fine.
need to do that.
It's all right.
The stuff's getting done. I think it's fine. We're okay.
I'm on the
Anyways,
town
I'm
website.
unemployed at the moment, so there's going to be no reasons why. No one listened to this. I've sent.
What's on the
I'm
town
about to
website?
sign
I'm on the Cohutta town website, and the previous mayor, who was the first mayor, so this is not that old a town.
Was Boss Hog.
Don, that's right, Don Henderson, 1970 to 2014. My God,
Holy shit.
That's what I'm saying.
I did
Just sit
not know
there.
you could be the mayor for that long. I thought there were term limits on mayordom. No?
Small town mayor, that's what I'm saying. Don't make waves. You can just sit there on your throne for the rest of your life and just kind of, cut some ribbons, pull a groundhog out of the ground once a year. You're
this
good,
rocks.
dude.
If you were in a hurry, you were in trouble with Don. But if you wanted to sit and talk for hours, you could find no one better. It's like, okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully you don't need to go to the town hall to like file a parking ticket or something.
Yeah,
'cause it's
there's
going to take
some
all
issue.
day. You have to talk to this guy.
He it says, along with his family farm, he had the Henderson Insurance Agency, and so he ran like this is one of those things where you can be the mayor, have a family farm, and
Sure.
have two other businesses. It's like it's not really a full-time thing, and really not something you should be firing the entire police force for some weird perceived
Yeah.
Facebook
Also-
slight to your wife.
I mean,
Other fun
Reacher's
fact
ears
about
burning.
Cohutta, Georgia, birthplace of Marla Maples, according to Wikipedia.
Oh, it's all
Some
connected.
country singer and her, the notable people from Cohutta, Georgia. Anyway, what were you saying, Eli? I cut you off.
Oh, no, I just said this is, I mean, that too. This is all just Reacher's ears are burning. He's the mayor, but he's also in charge of the two most, dominant businesses in the town. I'm telling you, he's running guns. He's running guns.
He's for sure running guns. He's not running
You know they're
guns.
rolling
Don't
out.
sue us, but Reacher thinks
Yeah.
Reacher has some suspicions.
Well, that guy's been
there's
gone
like a-
for 14 years. So yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
should we do number
there's
four?
a four-man drug, like people cooking meth in a trailer who also just somehow have like a full Dutch army's arsenal with them. They're all popping out with like fresh MP5s. And you're like,
That's
what
right.
is, yeah, send Reacher. Send Reacher.
Send him
that's
in.
what I say. Drop
Number
him
4.
Number 4.
Number 4 comes to us from Iguana Helium. No, it doesn't. What a switch up. What a bait. Got you. This comes from Frog and Toad, our friends in the Discord.
Real flub Sunday here.
Yeah.
Flub fest.
This is a story from the Sun about a mom.
From the sun, the surface of the sun.
Yep,
Earth's
we just got
sun.
A capsule landed in front of my apartment with
Very hot.
I bring you news. Yeah, don't
from
touch
our
it.
yellow sun.
Yep, it looked right at me with those sunglasses on and told me the day I would die. Is it happening to you guys? So yeah, this is a mum, as they say, and on the front of her flat, she has chosen an interesting bit of design to show her individuality. And that bit of design is straight out of Sky Mall. This is on some Hammacher Schlemmer shit. It's a 4-foot tall resin gorilla mounted, I would say, somewhat ignobly on the front of her.
He looks like he's in an aggressive posture. He's like guarding. It's very good.
And this is not, I will say another point to this. This is not something that has been integrated in any way into the decoration of this house. This is not like, oh, I've got a kind of jungle-themed thing going on. It is like what looks like a kind of, piece of commercial shelving bolted to a brick wall on a flat facade with the gorilla just slapped
Posted
on top
up.
of it.
Yep.
Yeah, posted
Yeah,
up.
he's on his own little platform, sort of
Yeah.
sticking out.
Yeah.
Did you say how heavy this thing is? Is that anywhere? That information anywhere?
I don't think I have that information, and I think it's his business.
It's just one of those things where it's like, look,
It's
I mean, what's the
impolite
big
to
deal?
ask, Patty.
If it falls, it probably wouldn't hit you anyway, unless you're like off to the side. So whatever. Like, who cares?
Yeah, I feel like with the resin, it could go either way, honestly. It could be like super light or it could be like weirdly heavy.
Yeah, it could be like a hollow fiberglass type situation. Or
Yeah.
this guy.
Or heavy casting.
This guy is great. I like him. Leave him up there.
And I don't think it's endangering anyone other than her. Looking at the layout, it's over her door. So if it's gonna, if she's gonna have kind of her,
Well,
poetic
traveling salesman
justice moment. Yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
Traveling salesman coming to sell ties or something.
vacuum.
Vacuum.
She's got a
AC, etc.
yeah. Neither here nor there, but crazy hair choice for her for an interview. Kind of just this like wild.
I'm gonna go ahead and venture to guess that this woman is a little bit eccentric. So
Yeah, it could be.
Did we note the
I
sign
mean, I
in
don't
front
want to
of
be
the
too
house?
mean.
She has branded
I don't
the
wanna-
home.
Yeah, and I don't want to
It's
be too
branded?
mean to her.
She's
Hmm.
posing next to a sign that says "The Gorilla House." What goes around comes around. So that's sort of ominous. I'm not
That
sure
is
what it really
ominous.
has to do with anything.
Well, I think that has been added once this
Right.
controversy
That's going
began.
after
She's
the
really doubled
city
down
council.
on the gorilla.
Yeah.
right,
I was
she's taking
gonna
on
say-
City Hall.
Yeah, not to
What are
be
you
mean,
gonna
her
say?
hair kind of looks like if a gorilla did her hair a little bit. I don't know if that's part of the vibe.
Maybe
But it kind of
one
looks
did.
like when you, yeah.
She's got kind of like a cockatiel thing going on, I would say.
Yeah,
It's a
little
bit-
bit of a.
She's a jungle bird with her jungle
Uh-huh.
in the British sense of the term and the animal sense of the term.
Oh,
She's
right.
a jungle bird.
Who knows what's
Yeah.
going on in that house? There could be a gorilla in there.
It's very possible. I want to see the rest of her decorating choices based on this, but
I want to see.
yeah,
the
I
inside,
like
for
it.
sure.
I don't know. His name is Caesar, apparently. The gorilla. That's what she named him.
I think you probably it's fair to request some kind of assessment of the security of this. Is this thing going to fall? Is this thing going to like blow off the the thing? I think that's all fair. But as far as the decoration thing, yeah, it's it's a little fussy, I guess, for the neighborhood. Although it's just a row of houses, and there's just one of them has a gorilla perched on it.
There was
Yeah,
kind
I
of
think-
near where I live. There was a brownstone that had a big giraffe in its yard. Do you guys know that place?
No.
No, you don't
No.
come to it. It was in Bed-Stuy. I think they moved it, but it kind of reminds me of this. They just had a big giraffe in their yard. It was pretty cool. Big fiberglass giraffe.
City council's telling me I gotta take the zombie out of my garden. You know, there's the zombie.
Yeah.
Coming out, you know, the hammock
The
or
classic
something.
zombie.
Well, this does
Computer
make
zombie.
me wonder, like, in the UK, do they have, like, HOAs and stuff? Like, are people...
I
Because
think
this
that's
is
the base of this.
This is a nightmare for that kind of...
Yeah, they're kind of coming at her from every possible angle, it seems like.
They're really throwing the book at this gorilla. They're using
they
everything
want
in
the
their
gorilla
power to
gone.
get it gone.
They're gonna do whatever it takes to get rid of this
Yeah,
gorilla.
and to be fair, I think that a lot of the book can be thrown here. I mean, it does violate, like, so they're going at it from, I think, a security standpoint of being like, it's just a huge gorilla, like, kind of bolted to your wall. I don't know how much they trust her, you know, architectural, like whether the loads bear. But yeah,
I
they
think
also
she's-
just do say it looks bad.
It looks stupid and bad.
It's connected to all the rest of their houses. Specifically, they say that, and I think this is completely inarguable by anybody, is that they say the statue does, quote, materially affect the external appearance of her house, which I can't disagree with.
You
It
can't
definitely
argue
does.
And
Yeah.
I
Really
think
affect the
reasonably
appearance of the
reasonable
house.
people can disagree, and some can take the position that this looks stupid and tacky. I think that is fair. I think that is a completely
Yeah.
fair position to take.
And so they're going
I
at her from the
understand
rule.
why people don't trust her about the structural integrity of this gorilla, because according to her, quote, he is my best friend and I don't ever plan to move him.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Caesar. He is part of the community. Well,
Everybody does not love Caesar. This entire news article is
there's
about
been
how
a
everyone hates
lengthy
Caesar.
litigation.
He's part of the
Everybody loves
fabric
him.
of this community.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
community leader.
I mean, this is like the Transformer statues in Georgetown, Eli, but it's like it's not as cool as Transformer statues.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
I think this is almost as cool. I don't know. I support it. It's just so stupid. I don't know.
It is.
I'd get a real kick out of it, I
definitely
think, if I
agree.
lived on that street.
I think she definitely didn't get any of her ducks in a row and putting this thing up. So they do have a lot of avenues here. I mean, they also obviously say, like, that's one of the big things that they can just kind of, I think she's pretty much fucked on, which is that they were like, you didn't get, you know, any sort of permission or planning. Like, you had no one look at this and see if it was
Yeah, you
safe
didn't
to
call
put up
anyone
there.
and say, hey, is it okay if I put like a 15-foot gorilla in front of my house? I guess
Yeah.
it's not that big. It's like 4 feet.
And-
but
And then she's her defense here has been that it is just a garden ornament, so she doesn't require permission, which is not.
It's not. If it was
Yeah,
if it
it's
was
not
in the
anymore.
garden, if it was next to the stoop, I think it's a different story. Like it's
Right.
bolted to your. Yeah, there's a lot of reasons why. I mean, like, who knows how old these buildings are? I mean, I know they're not like this isn't like the heart of London or something, but like. How much do we trust the brickwork to not crumble and pull the whole thing? Your whole wall could come down or some crap from this. Who knows? Depending on how heavy this
Yeah.
thing is.
It's also this is the second place Caesar has lived because this is another. So she apparently has owned him for 50. She owned him sat outside her former home for 15 years without any problem before
Was he
she
bolted
sold
to
him
the
and
wall?
moved here.
On
I
the
don't know
second
where
floor?
his position was. Maybe she had space for this. in the other
Position
one, and she couldn't
unknown.
lose him. She sold him when she moved from there, and then apparently missed Caesar so much that she bought him back, tracked that person down and bought him back, and then attached him to a wooden plinth between the two upstairs windows of her 2-bedroom. I think just put him in the yard and you're much better off. You're going to at least get to have him for a lot longer than...
And then
can,
you
like,
can
pet him and
dress
stuff.
him up. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can put little a Santa hat on him or like lays or yeah, you can pet it. You can spend more time with him if he's
Ooh,
not
a little-
hanging
a
off
little,
the
like-
side of your house.
Polynesian vibe for
Yeah.
how nice is that? Island time.
Yeah, put him on island time.
Well,
Put
they're
this
on,
guy
I guess
on island
in
time.
Leeds you're technically on island time in a way. It is an island, but it's not a
So I don't think this will go well for her. There's pretty clear rules about this, and she's holding her ground, but I think that that's just going to end up with exactly what you would think happened.
Nigel Farage is
she-
going to show up at the house, and they're going to have insane protests or something about it, and it'll become a national story. Stay tuned for that.
So her main thing just seems to be the garden ornament defense, and she basically her two things she's throwing up are it's a garden ornament and it's my best friend, and that's not working for her. And like they said, there's not a planning. They also said again, I think it's hard to disagree. It's out of character with the surrounding area. That's not a place where gorillas live. And so she's like standing, holding on to it, but she now has to remove the statue, or she can be slapped with a fine, with a 20,000 pound maximum fine. And I think how these stories usually go is that you read about them and then that person just ends up paying 20,000 pounds or not, or can't pay that, but they get hit with it. It's not really, I don't think she's going to find an upswell of support here.
I support her. I do. I think
get over there. Help her pay.
I mean, I'm not throwing my money at it. It's I'm going out with Nigel Farage. I'm calling him up. We're gonna go. I don't know. I just it's your house. Whatever. That's my thinking. But I get why this is being challenged.
You can't it's again, if it's just in front of the house, it's one thing. But stuck like a weird platform hammered into it just does not.
Why couldn't you put him on the roof either? Like the roof is flat. There is a place for him up there.
If the roof caves in, that's mostly your problem.
That's your problem. Really, yeah.
And it should be said too here that if because listeners, you can't see the pictures or whatever. Like this is not a house in terms of like a freestanding house that is among another row of houses. It's the gorilla is about 8 feet from 2 other houses. I mean, it makes getting to your house very easy. If you're getting DoorDash or whatever, you're like, I'm the house to the right of the gorilla house.
The gorilla, yeah.
Yeah.
What goes around comes around. I just looked at the platform.
The sign makes me not on her side. It's rude. The sign is rude.
Yeah.
If she were just had Caesar, I'd be okay with it. But the sign is rude.
I'm trying
also,
to figure
what
out
goes around comes around. Kind of just. I don't think she realizes is more like her. This is
right.
Sort of
it's an indictment of her.
Well, no, they're being nasty to her, so nasty things are going to happen to them karmically. You see,
I guess
anybody trying to hold someone accountable is endangering themselves on the wheel of karma. That's real Facebook stuff right there too. So I'm looking at the platform real quick before we go to the next thing. This little black thing in between his arms there, do we think that's a light or like a sensor, or what do we think is going on there?
I think it's a camera at this point. I see it too. I think
it's Caesar cam.
She's ready for someone to take this into their own hands, and she's going to have footage of it. It looks like
okay.
I think that's.
I don't know. It doesn't say what that is.
She's ready to catch somebody as you just hear on one of those two diagonal planks, and then Caesar just falls, and it's
It's shocking it hasn't been stolen by drunk teenagers headed to pub.
That's why it's up high.
Bring it to the pub.
They're on the way to their stag do, or and.
Yeah, this would be a big stag do prize. Grabbing this thing, nicking it for your stag do.
Put a damn bra on it. Oh, it's crazy. You and the lads.
Oh man. Yeah, the lads are on the lookout for this gorilla.
Let's do.
So yeah, this lady is going to end up paying 20,000 pounds. That's my prediction.
I think that's a safe. I think that's a safe prediction of where this is going.
Is there there's no way out now? She can't just admit and just get rid of it.
Oh yeah,
I don't think she's gonna.
They've given her multiple opportunities. At the current moment, she's been given 4 weeks to take it down, which is pretty generous.
So
it's
they're basically
time,
doing the crying Wesley Snipes meme. They have the gun. It's we don't really want to do this. Don't make us do this. Yeah.
No, every day she doubles down again, and now she is 950 billionth down because every day it doubles.
I mean, I think at this point they probably do want to do it. If you work on that council, you're like, I am so sick of hearing about this. Let's go. Let's ruin this lady enough. Yeah.
Bury her. Folks, this week on the bonus episode, we discuss a legendary team-up, Ong Bak and the Elephant Man.
Then we talk about a lawsuit that makes it public record that people have seen and remember the events of a Netflix original film.
If you want to hear that and get ad-free versions of all of our regular episodes, go to patreon.com/whatatimepod and sign up if you wish. That's on you. We'd love it if you did.
Number three.
Number three.
There goes Caesar. Number 3 comes to us from Iguana Helium Cube, and this is a story about, they're just this is what they are. Sea piggies. I don't know what else to call them. Colorful sea piggies.
Colorful sea piggies.
Mysteriously washing up on beaches in Texas. They're out there. I guess they're piggy banks. Okay, that's why. All right, so they're like
this is the only nice thing that has ever washed up on a beach in Texas. Nothing else that has been washed up on a beach has been
Dirty
anything
piggy
you
banks?
wanted to be. That's cute. They're cute. You don't think these are cute?
Okay.
I think this is a nice thing to wash up on a beach. Sea piggies?
Yeah.
I mean, they're not good. They're not. I mean, they're not good to be in the water, But yes,
they're bad for the
hermit
environment, but they're
crabs.
very cute.
You could have some fun hermit crabs with these things on.
Huge hermit crabs. Oh
Yeah.
my god, alarming.
Yeah.
So they're in there. This is, I guess, where specifically? It doesn't.
I think Galveston.
Is it? That's what I was going to guess, but it doesn't. Just as along the Texas coast. I don't know. It's strange.
Well, the picture's from someone who works at Corpus Christi.
Okay.
So maybe that's where it is. Anyway,
Um,
Gulf Coast of Texas.
the Gulf Coast of Texas. They're coming up on shore. Longtime listeners may remember the classic Garfield phone in France. This is a similar. I'm sure we've done at least 2 other stories like this, but that's the one that pops into my mind. And yeah, they don't know exactly where they're coming from, but it is sort of illustrating the current, I guess. Yeah, this one person who's been documenting it has found 60 over the past year. So clearly some kind of container sank, and it looks like they think they were manufactured in the Dominican, so they likely came from the Caribbean, and
Which I think would be a stamp on the bottom of them. Like they'd say like it's very mysterious, but I mean
they're very
they say
eroded. I don't know if that stuff is. I don't know if that stuff is like staying on there. These guys are pretty. They look like artifacts. We'll say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not clear how long ago, when they're from necessarily either. I mean, some of them like have, at least one of them here in the picture has like one of its like sort of, painted on or whatever you want to call it eyes, but the rest of them are just kind of blank faces. This is, I feel like I had a piggy bank kind of like this, not exactly like this. They're just they're making their way, I guess.
They're making their way to Texas. They're pink, blue, and yellow, and what happens is there's this like very dense, nasty seaweed down there called sargassum, and these piggy banks are like all tangled up in it, and it's like these thick mats, which is, like I said, beaches in Texas are awful. There's like, it's oil rigs offshore and then nasty, disgusting mats of seaweed washing up on shore and like bodies, and it's snakes. It's a nightmare. But these little piggies are like all trapped in the sargassum, and they like wash up, and then it's very obvious that because they're so bright, and so you can just pick them out and get a new little piggy bank. They're so cute.
Brand new piggy bank. A lot of sand saved up for you already. Maybe filled with stinky seaweed.
Your investments are sure to increase. You have a starter nest egg of stinky seaweed and sand, and probably literally eggs of some kind of creepy deep sea animal in there.
Yeah. He said like the guy said, "Did you ever find any money in there?" And his response is, "The only thing I ever found in there was sand dollars," which is cute, but
that's
false.
Cute.
Yeah. What are the chances of sand dollars making its way into that? No, I don't think so, pal.
Fact check. False.
Doubt it.
Try again, bozo. You're not going to fool me. But yeah, and apparently one of them had Guatemala written on it, making people think that it's from further away. Maybe it was just a piggy bank that was made in the Dominican that was Guatemala themed. Who knows?
Yeah. Had Croatoan written on the side of it. They're
crazy.
Still trying to figure out what happened.
I don't know what happened there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like most of the time it's like, I don't know, a shoe with a foot in it. Like, I'm not.
Right, yeah.
A body.
This is so much nicer than all of the other stuff that the ocean spits out at us. A dying whale. It's not good.
It's like when a Law and Order episode starts and they're on the beach, and you're like, your beach is you're about to have a bad time here. You're not, it's never a couple having a good time at the beach and then cut to the rest of the episode. There's something there, some bloated corpse.
Do you ever feel like sometimes you're like, I'm in a situation that it is too reminiscent of when someone finds a body? in a
Well, I don't jog,
episode.
so that helps. But
You do walk
the
your
early
dog.
morning. Yeah, that is a big one. Especially news stories about crimes. It is a lot of times someone was walking their dog early in the morning. Now I don't go very far because her legs are very small. But so
I just like if I ever
probably been
see
something I heard happening.
if I ever see like a rolled up carpet or something, I'm like, not for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to.
Could be Giorgio in there. Or
I
Cat.
don't-
But that perv.
It's either the perv or it's a dead body. Either way, I'm staying away.
It's
No
one of
thanks.
two guys who hate each other who are alive, or
Yeah.
something else.
Yeah. Well, it feels like he'll be buried in a carpet. That would be like 99%.
Just
chance
tossed
that's what
into
he
an
wants.
open grave in the carpet.
Yeah. Yeah. But, and then I guess this is just, it's like one of those, this specific beach is just, that's how the currents work out, that this is like just pure trash all the time. Everything kind of
Yeah.
siphons itself there.
It stinks. The
So-
beach there stinks. It's
Yeah.
really. But yeah, I mean, if things to wash up, I think this is a nice one. Although, the news article is like, while these piggy banks may seem harmless, their growing numbers tell a larger story. Well, I'm going to stop reading because I like the piggy banks and
They're
I will
growing
not be
numbers.
learning.
I think we all know the story there. It's,
Their time has come.
pollution. Yeah. I know about that shit
they're
since
coming
Captain
ashore.
Planet talked about it. I understand. This is something the guy who looks like a pig from Captain Planet probably did this. Probably dropped knocked the shipping container off a ship as a signature.
It does seem weird that those just fall off ships. I feel like that shouldn't happen. They're sinking out there? Big shipping containers sinking? I don't know. I guess
No,
so.
it just like, it hits a rough sea, it goes off, and they're just kind of like, like we're not going to get it.
Sorry,
So I
Amazon
guess that's
Prime
it.
customers. It's going to take a while.
Yeah.
I
They're
suppose.
sliding back and forth on there. None of them are strapped down whatsoever. It's like a Frogger.
It's like Tetris
that Call
all
of
the
Duty
time.
map. Yeah.
Yeah.
None of the people who work on the boats are begging people to start strapping the shipping containers down, but they think it's quote fun for them. They think it's enrichment for the people working on the boat to dodge
Yeah,
the
it's like
sliding
Frogger.
shipping containers.
They like it.
Yeah. So yeah, free nasty piggy banks if you want them.
Sea piggies. I like it.
Yeah. This guy.
Number two.
I don't know. Okay.
No, go ahead.
I was just saying, I feel like this is one of these. I want to know if it was found by one of the metal detector guys, because that's a fascinating subculture.
They look like plastic to me. I don't think
they detected them, but the metal detector guys are on the beach
with their eyes.
Yeah. I'm just saying that's the guy who's going along very disgusting beaches.
And then he's
with
I'm detecting something here, and not with my detector.
Beep 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 beep. I'm making that noise with my mouth because I see it with my eyes. Beep 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 beep.
Yeah,
I think he's like an environmental guy. I think is the one at least that is saying he found like 14 of them or whatever is an environmental surveyor.
Have you
or
ever
something.
met anyone who's into the metal detecting stuff or like a relative or something? I don't think that's like a very foreign hobby to me. I don't think I know anyone who has ever gotten into that.
I think it's just like fishing if you don't want to get on a boat. It's just something to do. It's something to go. It's an excuse to go walk around and kind of be
I'm
doing
going to say something controversial here. As we talked about last time, I love the beach. I hate walking on a beach. Long walk on the beach, fuck that. Because the sand is all hot and it's like loose and it's like hard to walk on and it's just hot.
Now, I 100% support
What about
your
the
opinion
wet
and your
part of
ability
the
to have
sand?
this
Like
opinion. However, I would say
okay.
I would say I was taken to task over my thoughts on the beach and sand specifically. And when you're not under the microscope, you're happy to throw insults about, and then you come back in and you go, sand is gross and nasty.
Sitting on the beach, love it. Reading a book, laying around, eating some cut up fruit, amazing. Walk
Sandy
on the
fruit.
beach, I'm immediately tired. The sand is like too soft and it like fucks up your balance and it's just I just don't like it. I don't understand. However, you do bring up a good point. The wet part, far superior. The wet part is better.
Yeah.
But you can't metal detect on the wet part. That's not where people are metal detecting. They're metal detecting on the dry part and just bumping into people who are trying to have a nice beach day. And that I do not understand. That seems miserable.
I like
There's
to
a,
walk.
There's a thing on Instagram that I have seen every once in a while, and it's like a guy who has like a huge magnet, like super powerful magnet the size of like a softball, basically, and he just throws it into like rivers or like canals and stuff, and then pulls it up. That's like his
cool.
version of that.
Yeah,
which is kind of neat.
We've talked about this a couple times.
Yeah,
because they keep
people
pulling
do
up
it with
grenades.
like cars. Oh, grenades?
Yeah, I've seen the ones where they keep pulling up. They do it in rivers and shit, and they keep pulling up ordnance, and then they have to call the cops, and the cops are like, "Stop fucking doing this! Like, stop pulling shit out of the river, man!" Because they have to call the bomb squad, and because the guy pulls up something that looks like a grenade, and they're like, "All right, yeah, well, we have to now establish a fucking cordon because you're pulling shit out of the river."
Why are there so many grenades in rivers?
I don't know if they're grenades, but I mean, there's just a lot of
people were trying to blow up the river.
Yeah, that's how they made it.
They had
back
enough.
In the day.
It's like fighting the waves, but with a grenade.
They're sick of it. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Probably. I'm now thinking of a guy metal detecting on like what's the site of the first battle? Concord, Lexington Concord.
Lexington
You're
Concord?
gonna find stuff, man. Don't do it. Yeah, bullets. Enough. Get out of here. Basketballs.
Wow, so interesting, man. Wow.
It is kind of funny when it's like the only thing that separates that is like we just have enough of it already. Like these artifacts aren't rare, therefore they are trash. Get rid of them. Stop looking for them. Cut it out. We don't want them anymore. We got enough.
Yeah, they're looking for the big score, but then I think they just find a lot of trash because there's a lot of
nonsense,
trash,
a lot
everywhere.
of tin cans. You know,
yeah,
a lot of boots.
Going goat mode.
Yeah.
Now go to metal detector. That thing's feasting for weeks. Now that's
God.
a good time.
We can't let them know. They'll take over. Okay, number two.
Number two.
Number two.
Number two. This is a real feel good story. Stick with me because I feel like it has some ups and downs. But I think it's a feel good story. I think it's nice.
First down is halfway through the headline. So yeah.
Stick with me. Stick with me, folks.
Yeah, this is quite a this really is exciting.
It's good. First of all, the guy's name is Mark Toothaker, which is a great name. Really good name.
How did the dentist?
I feel like that is you have to at least pursue dental school if that's your name. So he worked at a farm. He was just having, a nice day. He went to work. He came home. He worked out. And then he settled in to watch the Giants play the Patriots on Monday Night Football. And while he's watching, he's sitting with his wife. Classic dude watching the game, lady sitting next to him reading a book, just hanging out. And the Giants kicker, Young-Ho Koo, whiffed a field goal attempt so badly, like they say it is akin to Charlie Brown and Lucy in the Peanuts. Just like, I don't know if he did a full 360 in the air, but that is what I'm imagining. Just absolutely beefed it. And this guy, Toothaker, he was cracking up and he kept rewinding it and watching it like over and over again. And he laughed so hard that he had a seizure. He launched himself into a seizure. Again, stick with me. The story, it's going to get worse and then it's going to get better. Okay? So he's cracking up. He's losing it. And then he has a seizure. And at first, of course, his wife thinks he's goofing. But then she realizes what's going on. And thankfully, she is a nurse who works in rehab where they do like brain injury stuff. So she was like, I think this guy's having a seizure. Calls 911. They come get him. It's just spooky. Very spooky. They come get the guy. And then, again, stick with me, folks. They find out he has a huge brain tumor, a tennis ball sized brain tumor, which as far as I'm concerned is about as big as a brain. I don't know how you have both. But he had a giant brain tumor on the left side of his brain, which is what caused the seizure. And the good news, totally benign, surgically removed, no lasting damage. Who knows how long it would have taken them to find out about it if he hadn't cracked up at that field goal attempt. Saved his life. This guy whiffing a field goal saved his life. He's a hero.
Well, there it is. I mean,
I think it's beautiful.
The kick
and he was surely rewarded for missing a kick in the NFL. Surely he was paid back in turn.
The kick is what it is he basically like comes down goes way too far ahead, and he catches his like toe in the grass like behind him. It's not like a Home Alone fall. It's like a much weirder like thing. Yeah, it's very strange.
Yeah.
But yeah, the guy, he's funny. Just like, he's like, clearly this was like something was going to happen, but he's like, I'm so glad it was that, because like I could have been driving, I could have been like doing anything else, but thankfully I was cracking up at a guy whiffing a field goal kick with my wife, and now he's okay. He's completely okay. It's just insane to me that you can have a tennis ball sized tumor in your brain and they just take it out and like you're fine.
Yeah.
And everything's okay.
Now he's an even bigger Giants fan. I'm kidding. Fans of the New York Giants or Patriots. Take your pick.
Take your pick, really.
I get it. I do appreciate it. Like that. I mean, the missed field goal kick. Field goals in general in the NFL have like such comedic potential that it's just great. It's such a great part of the game.
It's a really silly like feature where it's like, okay, everyone stop. Let's all watch this one guy.
It's so much pressure, and I don't think it's crazy when people are like, that's got to be the easiest job on the team. We're like, are you fucking kidding me? Literally,
the pressure.
There's 52-man rosters, so 100 people line up and watch you hopefully not lose them the game after they've been like getting their shit kicked in for like the crazy amount of pressure, and then just like it's just built for comedy because like obviously there's a lot of they've done the math. It's actually a very tight angle and all that's difficult to do, but like visually it's such a big area to hit, and
it looks one so guy. Easy.
And I mean, and the sound it makes, they have to have planned that in. Like, apologies to Bears fans, not to bring it up, but like that's an all-timer sports clip. That's going to be the guy. Have you seen the famous double doink where the guy hits the sidebar twice perfectly in a row? He kicks and it bounces off the sidebar and makes this like doink sound, and then there was a foul, so they're like, you get to do it again, and he kicked it again and hit the same sidebar and then got fired. It's like
they fired him because he kicked bad.
Well, you get unfortunately Younghoe Koo got released 2 weeks after this happened, so they did reach out to him for comment on this story. He did not respond. It's probably not his fondest memory.
Right. I don't think he's really like relishing in the silver lining of the thing that made him lose his job. It is pretty funny. Yeah. It's not like a crazy, he doesn't do a flip. He just kind of, he's like, he's short of it. And so he just makes a divot in the ground and like stumbles. And it's very
just
stupid.
Fires some grass. Yeah. Though they got to check into the holder too. I mean, is this a laces out situation, an Ace Ventura situation? I feel like there's possibility there. He's like, the ball was supposed to be there, and then he's locked in.
There's a good video of the double doink here, where at least the initial shot of it, where the Bears mascot just like basically just collapses in slow motion.
They know what they're doing, dude. They always any big field goal kick, obviously be nice if it goes in or whatever, but they know what they're doing because they always have the mascot in view under the uprights for a good reaction. And there is a camera like locked on the face of the kicker for when they miss. It's just like
the mascot is like really good. The mascot starts on his knees with his hands on the top of his head, like in stress. And then when he misses, he throws his hands up and falls sideways. It's very good.
It's so brutal, man. Like, and it doesn't even end after the game. Like you miss it. The game's over. You got to go get undressed with everyone you just
with
lost
all
the
the
game
guys
for.
Who like bled for you and like are shortening their lives. And all you had to do is do a dumbass little kick, and you couldn't do it.
Yeah, and then you got to ride a plane with them back. So it's like you're the kid who like threw up at the field trip, and they had to cancel it. And now you're on the bus. It's just
pretty much
like brutal. And like I say, God bless them for.
Do you think they're watching 300 on their bus, just like we were when we were doing sports as kids? They're watching 300.
100%. There's a sick photo of the buses or the planes, like the. There's a sick photo of, I don't think it's NFL, I think it's NBA. It's maybe like I can't remember, it's like the Spurs or something when they were really good. And they're all on the plane and they all have full desktop PCs and they're playing StarCraft against each other on a plane. It was like, hell yeah, dude. But Yeah. Also, unsurprising that a lot of kickers in the NFL are extremely Christian, which, yeah, if that's your job,
you got to
you're
pray.
Definitely into some, yeah, I support it. You got to have some hope in a greater power to get that ball through the giant. Yeah.
And if you're a kicker with personality, there's always a chance you can become somebody that everyone loves to see at various events. Pat McAfee. So that's cool too. You could come.
That's true. Was that what his job was?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And everyone loves to see him everywhere for 4 hours a day. And I think that's
well, whether you love it or not, you're going to. Is the main thing.
Yeah.
You will see him everywhere.
We're also putting him in this. Just like, well, okay, cool, thanks. He's announcing the starting lineup at the baseball game.
Yeah.
Like, oh, thanks.
He brought me DoorDash the other day. He was in my house. He's just
inserted
always
himself
around.
He's at the main event in WrestleMania. It's like, oh, awesome. This is so cool. He's my favorite wrestler as well. So that's also good.
Yeah.
Should we do number one?
But, yeah, let's do it.
And this week's number one reason to say what a time to be alive.
Number one this week comes to us from, remember Stormy Daniels in the Discord? We do remember Stormy Daniels.
I sure do.
Yeah.
I think she's doing comedy clubs now.
I'm sure she is.
On a long enough timeline, everyone who's famous who needs to kind of keep something going is doing comedy clubs.
Yeah.
That's true.
Catch her at JFL. Catch her at Netflix as a joke fest.
She's on Netflix as a joke. She's on the dais for Kevin Hart, for sure.
Did you see that show at Netflix as a joke fest that the entire conceit of the show was that it was someone who had never done stand-up before and they were given an hour on the festival? I wish I'd gone to that. That would have been, what a cool
That sounds like it's probably good.
You can go to basically that any night in New York. Like...
I mean,
I guess it'll be a lot of people. Not a full hour.
No, I'm just saying that like a festival that people are like in pieces about not getting into, and they're like, we also just gave an influencer an hour to fuck around to try stand up.
Cool.
But that's not what this story's about. This is about some students in Maine high school.
About that. No, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, this is at Metamac Valley High School, and there was an accidental incident. So what happened was in the cafeteria, I'm trying to remember if this thing had ever happened to you. Like if you guys ever did something like this in your school where they were doing some sort of like a science experiment. And I feel like this is kind of a classic one that I don't understand why they do, but they do it, where you like cook or bake soil and then try to grow seeds in it to see how the baking affected its
Does it like not work?
Or whatever. I don't remember. It didn't stick with me if we did do it, but it does sound familiar. So to do that, but what I was asking was like, I think this maybe once happened to me, or we did this once where you need to do some sort of science experiment that requires cooking. And so you get to go to the back of the cafeteria. You get to see their like big bulk, cooking equipment and all their big trays and stuff.
Cool.
And it's very cool.
I never got to do that. That's what they did really here. Fun.
It's nice to see back there, and you get to see like the back of the cafeteria workers, which is like, it's like seeing a teacher outside of school. You're like, whoa.
Right. You get to see where they go smoke.
Yeah. And just the physical back of their body. You're like, whoa. Because you only ever see them from the front dishing it out. And so they used one of their trays, borrowed a tray, put the dirt in it, and then cooked it. And then here's probably where they made the mistake was they then, covered it with foil and left it to cool or something like that. And
I'm for sure getting in there thinking it's brownies. Foil covered, cooling.
Well, you may work at this school, because when they were setting up for a dinner that was going on, I can't completely blame them. They were just moving trays. And if there's a tray in the cafeteria with foil over it, that's probably food. So they brought it out, and most of it was regular food in these big trays. And then the dish of baked dirt was also in the spread, was also just on the line.
It was an option. It was on offer that night.
Yeah. They threw it out. And again, there is that, I feel like that's a funny school dessert they do sometimes. It's like it's like brownie with like gummy worms in it.
Sure. The dirt cake. Yeah.
Dirt cake. So there were probably some people who thought it was dirt cake. And it was not cake. It was just dirt.
And then you scoop some out. You're like, this dirt cake is really dry.
Yeah. So luckily no one, I think, ate it. The headline says they were accidentally fed dirt, and that is a little, that's not quite what happened. They weren't shoving it in.
At least it was
sure
sterilized.
that some of these students, yeah, it's baked clean. Mm-hmm. I'm sure some of these students were fed dirt, but not by the school, just by the bullies.
Right. Yeah.
Just classic stuff.
They unleashed the bullies
on the dinner.
The running of the bullies in Sedona. They're gonna catch you and rub your face in the dirt.
They scheduled the bully meeting with the chess club meeting for the same night.
Oh no, the same night.
You
The
can't
room
have
reservations got all mixed up. Can't have that.
You can't have the bullies meeting in the computer science room. You just got to not use that room just in case of scheduling snafu.
Right. Yeah. It's like musical chairs when you're figuring out the seating assignment at the wedding. It's like, where do we put the bullies club? Where can they sit?
The bullies table. That's just the comics table, I think. They probably overlap.
Yeah, no, but the comics table isn't the bullies table because the comics table is just all people mumbling under their breath and not actually doing anything. Just saying mean stuff to each other.
Yeah, talking shit.
But then if anyone's like, what'd you say? They're like, nothing. It's freedom of speech, actually. I'm allowed to say whatever I want.
Nothing. What did you say? And they immediately just go into the Christ pose.
They go into the Ricky Gervais Christ pose with the mic.
Yeah. You've created a fascinating chimera of bully and nerd that's a bully that's like, I can say whatever I want. And they're like, what do we do with him?
That's
do we put
a
him in
comedian.
the locker, or does he put people in the locker?
That's a comedian. That's right.
Yeah, you've described Tony Hinchcliffe, Eli.
True. And I kind of accidentally did his voice there. Yeah. My whole thing is roast, but then when someone makes a joke about me, when I turn bright red and get so mad I can't breathe, that's my thing. Very cool. But yeah, as far as this dirt, they put it out, and unfortunately, and what is probably going to be part of these students' legacy for a while, 3 of them did put dirt in their mouths before they realized it was dirt. And then, the Dirt Brothers.
People notice you're doing the fat guy fingers. You're like, ooh, brownies. Like,
yeah.
Couldn't wait for dessert. Had to get one on your plate with your main course.
You can't live that down. Yeah, that's tough. They put it in the newspaper that you did that. That sucks.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the 3 quietest kids at the school all accidentally ate some dirt, and now they're called the Worm Squad, and they're going to live with that for the rest of time. They are absolutely done for.
What are these guys, worms? Yeah, it's like, okay, we are in Maine, so I don't know why you sound like that, but okay.
Yeah. I like that they had, it almost seems like maybe they were the kind of kids who would get fed dirt because they had to put up a notice that said, this was a completely accidental situation and not a prank.
Not a prank.
We know it seems like we may have given these kids dirt as a joke, but it's not that.
It's fine if it was.
Yeah.
It could be a prank,
I mean,
whatever.
There are some things similar to the NFL kicker. There are some things at a school that I was like, this was designed by a bully. The entire game of tetherball is like, you're trying to fuck somebody up, man. This is crazy.
Yeah. You're like overhand punching it into a person's head. That's what it's for.
That's right.
When it wraps around them when they get stuck to the pole. Oh my
God.
God.
Garroted with the tetherball. String.
Well, they put in one of those jungle gyms that can be easily made into a jail. Like, it's just like shaped like jail.
Yeah,
and you're like, what do you think is happening here? Someone's getting trapped in here. The kid with the crown's going to sit on top, like in Recess. That's what's going to happen. Just getting knocked off the monkey bars. Oh, brother. So, yeah. I mean, I assume this is sterile dirt. It's probably...
They're all fine.
They're fine. It's athletic greens, basically, as far as I understand. It's
what was it? This was like a dinner or something? It wasn't like regular lunchtime, it sounds like.
Yeah,
which I'm confused about what's
Yeah, you know how they have school dinner? You know that thing that everyone has at their school?
Well, they just say the name of it and don't explain what it is. So it's kind of like a Billy dinner situation. They go, this was during the empty bowl supper. I don't know what that is. So I guess that's something
probably like
a
fundraiser-y thing. That's my guess.
Yeah. Pancake
spaghetti
breakfast.
Dinner style.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a hunger
fish fry
hunger thing. So that actually makes it kind of a darker thing, even.
Right.
Man, maybe it's a my school thing. I would not trust a fish fry that was held at my school. I'd be like, oh, parasites, awesome.
I feel like that's when like they let the people at the church use the cafeteria. They cook their own fish. You're not getting public school fish, I don't think, at the fish fry.
Well, public school fish doesn't exist outside of maybe it died in one of the classrooms.
It's in a stick.
So
it's in
they're
stick
cooking
form.
one goldfish. Yeah. They're cooking the one goldfish that died.
I know you got tater tots back there.
That's true. I mean, I feel like that was a legitimate, as kids, you were like, because I remember kids being like, they have the pizza back there. I know they have it because they make it
just because they're not selling it today doesn't mean it's not back there. I know you've got it.
They're making it. They're not. They're eating it themselves. They're not. They. Nobody's got it better than them.
Nobody's got it better.
They're living high on the hog back there, eating all that square pizza, all the square pizza they can handle.
Every day's Friday for these people. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. The belief as a kid that those adults working there would willingly eat your cafeteria food. Oh man, unlimited cardboard pizza. They're living the life. They don't even need to get paid.
That is like weirdly a sense memory though for me. Like I obviously have not had that pizza, I probably since, because that's not like a brand you can buy. Like when we were when I was in elementary school, it wasn't like they were giving like, it wasn't even like Elio's. It was probably some,
it's the cardboard pizza
corporation,
right. It's Aramark or whatever.
And now it's probably like Cisco or something. Right. Exactly. But, but like that's a very memorable, it's weird.
Pizza
like that cuts through. No, like that pizza specifically. Like that, I can picture it.
It's iconic.
It's very strange. There's things I don't remember that I should remember that I wish I did, like cherished memories that are gone. But I remember that damn pizza.
You remember that damn pizza. The thing I remember is the very specific taste of those chicken nuggets. That's Chicken Nugget Day was big for me. I'm buying lunch on Chicken Nugget Day for sure.
I was never a school lunch kid, and I feel like the schools I was at, like if everybody had tried to get school lunch, they wouldn't have had enough. It was like baked into it that they were like, not everyone's getting this.
Yeah.
I never have.
I think you had to say like a week ahead at.
You had to register.
School.
You have to. Yeah. You had to pay at like the beginning of the year and stuff. The only cafeteria, but then I remember in college, I tell you, if you're in the Midwest, cafeteria food, because the Midwest, they know how to make a big dish of something. And oh boy, that shit was good as fuck. A hot dish, dude. Chicken broccoli bake, that stuff.
Well, okay,
like legit,
you went
recipe.
to college in the Midwest. That's a different type of food. They're not serving... But it's not like, the public school DC food versus the college Midwest food. Different standards there.
Yeah, but I was just like joking.
Oh, okay. I thought you were making a real assertion about, and I was like, no, we will not be doing this.
No. I was just mostly saying like, even at college where they do different food and stuff, in the Midwest, they know how to make a big rectangular thing of goop that tastes good as fuck. So trust it if you're out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was like a chicken broccoli bake that the recipe is like, people have asked for it. They're like, give me that, whatever you were making in there. I want to be able to recreate this at home.
I feel like it only works in large format to do like a big tray of goop. It's like if you make it for two people, it's like not as good somehow. You need
the chef's like, I'll die with this
big
recipe.
Rectangle. Yeah. Take it with them to the grave. It's like Coca-Cola. Only
classic
he knows.
Old barbecue guy. Like in
Only one of the cafeteria workers knows half the recipe, and the other knows the other half, and they each come in at different times.
The thing I'd never had until my Midwest college dining thing was gooey butter cake. Oh man, I'd never had that before. Yeah. It's so good. Blew my mind.
Just pure butter and sugar.
Butter and sugar.
Is it like Cold Stone Creamery cake batter ice cream, where you're just like, oh man?
Have you never had gooey butter cake?
Be allowed.
There was a, and this
I'm
is
not sure.
This is a. I have to shout out listener, one-time guest, hopefully future guest, Jason Sheridan from Podcast Right, big ooey gooey butter cake guy. There was a Ample Hills was a.
They had a flavor.
Yeah, they had a flavor that I used to get all the time, and then that place has like gone bankrupt and then come back like 5 different times because the founders are apparently there's like all there. You can read like thousands of words about the saga of this ice cream place. But,
yeah,
that was
now
my
you know what their new
it.
business is. I know we have to end this episode, but their new thing where they're like, okay, fuck it, the ice cream didn't work. We're sorry. We messed it up, but we have a great new business idea. It's a hamburger, but it's made of chicken.
Okay.
That's what they're selling. And they're like, it's going to revolutionize everything. It's like, all right, man, good luck.
Yeah. Finally, a vegetarian option. Wait, fuck. Yeah.
Anyway.
Well,
Though it did take...
There's one near me, and I haven't been sure if they're open for 6 years.
Yeah.
The Ample story.
It was like classic, way overexpanded, and all that
Yeah.
stuff. But yeah, it was just there's like it's like an
People keep giving them
ongoing
money.
epic poem about these two people. It's really something.
That gooey butter cake ice cream was really good, though.
It was fantastic, and I'm sad.
Yeah, it
I'm
was
sad
great.
that I don't have access to it regularly,
Yeah.
but it's probably good for my various health metrics.
Yeah.
Well, should we do plugs?
Plugs.
Like and subscribe.
Y'all ready for this?
Find our Patreon bonus episodes, merch, Discord, and more at whatatimepod.com. And follow us on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram at whatatimepod. Check out Kath's other podcast, Lie, Cheat, and Steal, about liars, frauds, thieves, and bullshitters. Theme song by Naughty Professor. Thanks for listening, and best of luck.
I would like to plug, I am recording in the basement office of a lovely bar that you should visit if you live in Park Slope or South Slope. Check out Rulo's, folks, between 15th and 16th on 5th Ave. They got karaoke on Sundays. It's great. And they let me record here today, so I'm plugging them.
It's very blurry, but it looks nice. Blurry.
Well,
So,
I'm in like
check it
the
out.
stock room. I'm not
Oh,
in
you're not allowed
the
back
bar.
there.
They've got lots of pinball here. They've got trivia, I think, on Thursday. It's great. Check it out. Good stuff.
I got, you can watch me on Twitch, twitch.tv/pig_dog. I've been bouncing around and busy trying to make money, but I should be more back to a regular streaming schedule on Twitch if you want to check that out.
Pass.
Patrick?
No comments.
Bye, everybody. See you next week.
Goodbye.